Hello guys, this is Group 8 and we will describe about mobile assisted language learning. And this group are consists of first Natasha Ayalus, second Brigita Waro, third Patrick Adimurti, and fourth Vincentius Aditya. Enjoy!
Alright everyone, I'm Vincent and now we're gonna explore more about mobile assisted language learning or MAL. So the achievement of mobile technology creates some innovative ways in language learning. First, according to Bukharev and Altaher in 2017, MAL is a way to enable people to learn through handheld devices due to its versatility, flexibility, and interactivity. And then Kusama in 2014 stated that mobile learning or M-learning is any activity that is happening by taking the advantage of mobile technology. And then the third one is mobile learning allows learners to access the material for their study anytime and anywhere they want. And then MOL is specifically used for the use of mobile devices to support language learning activities. Then the final one is according to Paklek, Pakmar, and Cook in 2010, mobile technology has influenced cultural practices and has created new learning contents. And then let's talk about the applications. A study conducted by Lu in 2008 with high school EFL students in Taiwan on vocabulary learning through short message service or SMS indicated that the students had positive views on the method. They believed such method was convenient and interesting. And the second one is Ansab Daftari and Musahib in 2012 conducted an experimental study with university students in Iran. The researchers introduced the vocabulary teaching approaches, paper-based traditional flashcards and flashcards on mobile devices. The results indicated that average score of learners using mobile flashcards was much greater than those using traditional paper-based flashcards. And then Dyson in 2016 conducted a survey on the effectiveness of Quizlets on the vocabulary mastery of 9 Japanese university learners. The research was conducted in 10 weeks showed improvement in the students' performance. The result also stated that they preferred the use of mobile devices to learn vocabulary instead of the printed flashcards. And then let's talk about Instagram. One of the most common applications that the students use these days is Instagram. Indonesian people are one of the biggest users in Instagram with enormous increase from 22 million to 45 million users in 2016 and 2017. Statista in 2017 reports that Indonesia is the Asia Pacific's biggest Instagram population. And then the next is Instagram's primary role is to display pictures and videos with captivating caption. Instagram Press in 2017 reports that 40 trillion videos and pictures are published every day. Users can comment on each other posts or like the postings to show that the other users view the posting positively. Instagram users can also communicate privately with each other through direct message or DM. These features enable users to interact both synchronously and asynchronously. Instagram therefore appears to be an optimal environment for EFL students to share their progress in language learning process, for example by creating speaking videos, commenting on each other, and providing suggestions on how to improve their language skills. Language teachers are now expected to be able to create innovative ways to teach English using this social networking site. The use of mobile phone for social networking doesn't always bring negative impacts. Teachers can utilize social networking tools that allow groups of friends to meet, post messages, share pictures, and generally interact with online in a myriad of ways. Most of the interaction is done in the form of writing, so ask the student to use English instead of their native language to produce a great deal of writing practice. And then we're gonna talk about video recording. The researchers have revealed the benefits of video recording for EFL students. Turk in 2016 tested 10 Turkish EFL students' oral performance using video recordings which then uploaded to Facebook. The findings indicate that integrating digital video recording into speaking course improves their oral communication skills significantly. That can be occurred because of some reasons. First, the learners can do some meaningful repetitions to produce the best oral performance. The second one is that the video recording enables the learners to take risks in the target language since they don't have to feel afraid or embarrassed if they make mistakes. Thus, it's also proven to help learners with anxiety of speaking new language.
And then, for the use of mobile phones in the classroom, Renders 2010 outlines 7 practical ideas of it. The first one, use the note feature to collect everyday language. So, we know that most of mobile phones have note feature to facilitate their users in taking notes. So, with this feature, the teacher can ask students to write down the new vocabularies that they find while reading or listening to something. And then, they can present the new vocabulary list to their classmates or send them to teachers as a text message. And then the second one, use voice recorder to record conversation outside the classroom. So, with voice recorder app, the teachers can ask the students to record interviews or conversation they involve in outside the classroom. And the third one, to reinforce vocabulary training, use text messaging features. So, with text messaging features like WhatsApp or Line, the teacher can send out some words multiple times to increase the opportunity that the students will remember those words as their new vocabularies. And the fourth, use free application to create mobile-based flashcard. So, with mobile-based flashcards like Quizlet or flashmybrain.com, both of teachers and students can create vocabulary flashcards which can be played, practiced, and shared together. And then, the fifth one, use Twitter as microblogging app. As we know, Twitter is one of the social media that provide the most current news in worldwide. So, it can help students to keep informed about the trending topics. And Twitter can be used for a wide variety of assignments, like asking the students to report on their daily activity, to post response on interesting news they recently read. And then, the sixth one, use Skype to interact with native speakers outside the country. The teachers can make use of Skype by inviting native speakers to be the guest teachers in a meeting, so that the students can see and interact with native speakers. And then, this activity can also be done outside the class by installing the Skype or Zoom applications on students' phone. They can start making some connections with friends from different countries with these apps. And the last one, use survey application to gain feedback or check on students' understanding. With survey apps like Poll Everywhere and Mentimeter, the teacher can ask the students to respond to the question through their mobile phones. and the results are immediately available in a PowerPoint presentation or on a website. These apps are very helpful in checking students' understanding and feedback, especially for the class with a large number of students.
So next we have advantages and disadvantages of mobile assisted language learning. So for the advantages, there are 4 advantages. First, we have the mobility. So one of the most obvious advantages of mobile assisted language learning approaches is the mobility. Students can study anytime and anywhere since they normally keep their cell phones with them. And second, informal learning. So basically, informal learning is unstructured learning, while formal learning materials developed by the teachers. And not always but often, mobile assisted language learning approaches involve the use of materials that are not prepared by the teacher and thus are informal. Third, cheap. So another advantage is that cell phones and the apps that they use are often cheaper than computers. And the last but not least is encourage collaborative learning. So despite the autonomous nature of many mobile assisted language learning approaches, it can also encourage collaborative learning. And this is often done by using web technologies such as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And through social media, students can develop language skills together. Next, the disadvantages of mobile assisted language learning. First, we have tracking performance. So, in a world of evidence-based learning, it is difficult to monitor how several dozen students are doing on their phones to learn English. In addition, any new approach to learning requires the training of the students to utilize new tools. And second, focused primarily on lower level thinking. So another major concern is that the current crop of mobile assisted language learning approaches and the apps that go with them are focused primarily on lower level thinking. And apps consist of dictionaries, translators, and flashcards. Such approaches are useful for memorizing, but not as beneficial for higher level thinking, such as summarizing, compare or contrast, and or evaluating. As such, mobile assisted language learning is most beneficial for beginners, but not as valuable for advanced language learners who are trying to communicate for academic purposes.
So, for the conclusion, MALL bring advantage and disadvantage. So, as a teacher and a student, we can use MALL to support our learning. That's all from us. Thank you.